After many months of waiting, Noob Saibot is finally here. Let's see how he plays. This character is pretty complicated. He has 3 different states: when his shadow's available, when the shadow is gone, and then he has Embrace Chaos, where he becomes overpowered for a short period of time, but you can only do it once a match, and when the power-up wears off, the clone is gone for the rest of the round. For a fast example, check out my throw. When the clone's available, the throw is longer, and you can do more damage with a follow-up. However, if my clone is busy, the throw animation becomes different and would also do less damage. And then during Embrace Chaos, the throw is actually a combo starter and doesn't even require meter. How crazy is that? I don't know his combos yet, but you get the idea. That's sick, right? Because Noob Saibot has 3 different states, that gives him 3 different throws, but also the special moves and even the attack strings become different in all 3 of these states. For another fast example, check out this string right here. It uses my clone. So as a result, if my clone is occupied, I can't do that follow-up anymore. I have to do something different. You get the idea. Noob Saibot is complicated, but also very fun. Let's have a look at his special moves, then his attack strings, and break it all down.
Embrace chaos with the sponsor.
Today's video is sponsored by MeUndies, because being your most comfortable self starts at the waist down. Whether you're gearing up for the weekend spent on the couch watching endless hours of football or getting back into your gym routine, comfort is king. That's why this fall I'm upgrading my underwear game with MeUndies. MeUndies has something for every guy this fall. Their micromodal fabric is breathable and comfortable, especially the ball caddy. If you never thought you needed a special pouch for your parts, take the hundreds of 5-star reviews as your sign that this could be your new favorite boxer brief. And MeUndies has a cut for every guy's butt. With over 10 different styles ranging from boxer briefs to jock straps to their special pouch boxer brief called Ball Caddy that keeps you from batwinging ever again. These cuts come in over 100 different colors and prints ranging from black to all over dinosaurs. But keep in mind, MeUndies is not just about underwear. So make sure to explore their lounge collection featuring joggers, hoodies, onesies, and more. Oh, and did I mention their materials are all ethically sourced and partner with companies that treat their employees great? Because that's very important, along with the money back guarantee. If you're not satisfied with your first order of MeUndies, then it's on them. They pay for it. So what are you waiting for? Experience true comfort this fall with MeUndies. Get 20% off your first order of MeUndies along with free shipping by going to MeUndies.com/trueunderdog. One more time, that's MeUndies.com/trueunderdog. It gets you 20% off and free shipping. Try out MeUndies today. Alright, and back to the video. First up, we have Ghost Ball. If this hits the opponent or is even blocked, they get covered in the green goo, and the same input afterwards will detonate the goo. And keep in mind that this works during combos, which makes it very powerful. You can do stuff like this, then jump. And again, I don't know Noob's combos yet, but you get the idea. He can do some really cool stuff with that follow-up explosion. And don't forget, this sticks even on block, so check this out. Reptile blocked, but he's still covered in the goo. But I'm wondering, what's the detonation like on block? Okay, it does not launch, and apparently it's also unsafe on block too. That's crazy. I thought it would have plus frames, but nope. But what about the enhanced version? That allows Noob Saibot to move freely while his clone charges the fireball. This can be great for extending combos or just applying more block pressure. You could do something unsafe, and if the opponent tries to punish you, they'll get hit by the fireball. But keep in mind, pressing down and left trigger will have the clone fire the projectile earlier than normal, which is definitely a fantastic option for combos, pressure, all that incredible stuff. But guess what? Even the explosion has an enhanced version, but it must be done immediately after the hit. The good news is it combos, the bad news is it costs 2 bars, so very expensive. However, even so, sometimes it could be worth it if you have the meter available. It does decent damage. Next up, we have the Netherrealm Portal. This attack is way more straightforward. It hits low and you can aim it. Holding back does a close version, holding forward does the far version, and by default, it's around jumping distance. If you manage to hit the opponent with this, you can go with a free follow-up. I like doing a jump in because it's swaggy and does some good damage. And with the right cameo assist, it's really easy to combo into this thing, even though it has long startup. Next up, we have Shadow Tackle. Noob's clone runs all the way across the screen and grabs the opponent. Now, if you're close enough, you can actually squeeze in a follow-up like this. Though I'm not gonna lie, the timing is pretty tricky. But if you want to spin the bar, the opponent is tossed way higher, and therefore the combo follow-up is much easier. I just hold up back and then do an air combo. And then during Embrace Chaos, you get a follow-up for free. Doesn't cost any meter, but once again, you can only activate this buff once per match, and once it's gone, you lose your Shadow clone for the entire round. Next up is Shadow Slicer. This move is super fun in the corner because you can actually loop it. Alright, here we go, check it out. You can do goofy stuff like this. And then again, you can just keep doing it. If you spin bar, you can do it a third time. It's really funny what you can do in the corner with this thing. You get the idea. You can loop it in the corner. Now that said, outside the corner, it's still pretty good because it's fast enough to combo and Noob Saibot can move freely afterwards. And then if you spend a meter, the attack is faster and the Noob Saibot recovers faster as well, which may allow for a jump follow-up, but if not, you could dash in and do something. You get the idea. He can move sooner than normal if you spin the bar. Oh, and also it does more damage, 90 instead of 60. So just all around better if you spin the bar, and then during Embrace Chaos, you don't even have to spin the bar, you get a follow-up anyway. You get the idea. Embrace Chaos typically allows for combos no matter what, and also gives you brand new special moves, but we'll talk about that later. Next up, we have Shadow Slide, a low-hitting projectile, and Noob Saibot stays where he is unless your clone is occupied. In that instance, he himself will actually slide at the opponent. Pretty cool stuff. But during Embrace Chaos, let me guess, we get a combo, right? Yep, we get a portal. So that's pretty cool. During Embrace Chaos, this low mix-up is really good. Honestly, when it comes to Shadow Slide, I don't recommend spending meter because you don't get very much for the bar. Next up is Shadow Sweep, a fast-hitting low attack, very similar to the slide, but the range is just worse, but still not bad range, honestly, for a slide. What happens if we spin the bar? Just more damage, it looks like, and then during Embrace Chaos, let me guess, we get a portal and then a follow-up. So yeah, Embrace Chaos is looking pretty straightforward. You get portals after every single special move. Oh, there's an air shadow kick, that's right. I remember seeing this. Oh, destroys projectiles. That's sick. The EX version destroys projectiles? That's really cool. Let's check that out. So here's the default version. Goes straight at the opponent. Could be good after a jumping kick. Very cool. If you spend a meter, pretty similar behavior, but it destroys projectiles. That's pretty sick. So if your opponent's using Keep Away, this move can counter that. But then we have Embrace Chaos. Let me guess, we get a portal, right? Yep, you're getting the idea, right? It's pretty consistent, not too hard to understand. Embrace Chaos equals portals. Portals everywhere. Ooh, Shadow Dive. I like this move because it's a dive kick where you don't sacrifice your own hurt box unless the clone is gone. Look at that. Without the Shadow, I dive kick myself. So just keep that in mind. It's much riskier without the clone. And then if we spend a meter, what happens? Oh, we get the stagger. That's right. It brings them to you, and if timed correctly, you actually do get a follow-up, but it's tricky because NetherRealm does not have input buffers. I have no idea why. They definitely should add that sometime soon, but look at that. A follow-up. Really cool. This thing starts combos. That's dope. After a jump in, it's probably even better. It's not an overhead mix-up, unfortunately, but it does guarantee a follow-up, so that's pretty dang sick. Yeah, that's really cool. In fact, I think this works on airborne opponents too, so you can do stuff like this. And look at that, they just hovered. That's so sick. And then for Embrace Chaos, I'm guessing it's portal time, but let's see. Yep, we still get a portal. That is so sick. And you stay where you are too, which is so powerful. Having a dive kick where you don't actually come in is so powerful. But then we have Shadow Plunge. This attack goes straight down. It's got a bit of a hitbox on it, so it hits in front of you a little bit, but it's pretty much straight below you. But if the Shadow's gone, I'm guessing Noob himself just does it. No, the move's disabled completely. If you don't have the Shadow back yet, then you don't get the move at all. That's interesting. But then if you spend bar, you get a crumple state. That's really cool. What happens after a jumping kick? Oh, you still get the crumple. That's actually really good. All right, time for Embrace Chaos. I'm guessing it's portal time, baby. Yes, it is. Really cool. All right, just one more special move before Embrace Chaos, and that's the teleport. It can be done on the ground or in the air, and it's going to be fantastic for beating projectiles because it's so absurdly fast. And then if you spin the bar, you get a follow-up, but the animation is quite confusing. It's going to take some practice before you learn the timing. The animation really throws you off. Oh, and also with the right cameo, you can combo off the regular throw, like Scorpion's up fire, or pretty much any cameo that pulls the opponent in the air with an ambush will work after this teleport for a combo extension. Wow, that's crazy. So nothing different during Embrace Chaos. This might be the only special move that does not get better with Embrace Chaos. All right, but here we go. Now we can finally talk about this move. So let's read the screen directly so we don't miss anything. Available once per match, and after expiration, the Shadow clone is unavailable for the rest of the round. Now it does come back the next round, but just the round you activate, it stays gone. for a duration, enables Netherrealm summons, and Shadow Clone special moves warp victims towards Noob Saibot. Oh, and then the enhanced version lets you special cancel after you activate Embrace Chaos. That's pretty sick. I wonder how good that is during combos without a cameo. And then for Netherrealm summons, this is like a portal by itself, and it's really good. So let me show you. Just back forward triangle, and he throws this portal. It's really, really great during combos and comes out way faster than you might think. But real quick, I want to see how fast I can special cancel this. Oh, not super fast, honestly. I was hoping it'd be like instant, but it's not. So without a cameo, you're still not canceling into chaos and then out of it to keep the combo going. I think you definitely need an assistance. Anyway, you get the idea. Once you embrace chaos, almost every special move creates a portal that brings the opponent to Noob Saibot without having to spend any meter, and you gain access to Netherrealm Portal, a new special move. I'm honestly so excited for pro players to embrace chaos without needing a cameo, like portal setups into chaos, or maybe using this guy to lock it down and then you embrace chaos and you're safe because he'll just launch the fireball. Stuff like that is going to be so cool, but now it's time for the basic attacks, otherwise known as the attack strings. As you can see, they're pretty complicated, lots of buttons being pressed here. Noob Saibot is not a tough character, but he's not a beginner character either. Oh my god, he has way more strings than I expected. I'm not sure if the game's going to let me map all of them. No, it doesn't, but it lets me map most of them. So first up, we have Chaotic Haymaker, and keep in mind, whenever you see the clone during these strings, that's only possible because the shadow is on Noob. If the clone hasn't returned to you yet, or he's busy doing something else, then he will not come out during the strings. He's busy doing something else. Alright, so just keep that in mind. Chaotic Haymaker, what's it like on block? -6, so completely safe. That is awesome. And the third hit is special cancelable. We love to see it. I don't think the final hit is. I'm just guessing though. Nope, but with the right cameo, you could extend combos there. Then we have Shadow Flash Kicks. I like this string. I saw it during one of the combo trials. It's really sick. With the right cameo, you get a follow-up for sure. However, what's it like on block? We must make sure. -14. Now from this distance, not the easiest to punish, but definitely still punishable. Next up is Darkness Falls. Oh, so this move does not require a clone, and also it's an overhead, which means you can mix it up with the lows. That's really, really good. What's it like on block? Please tell me it's safe. Yes, it's plus, actually, +1. That's really good. Next up, we have Evil Twin. Ooh, I love the animation there. Sadly, you can't special cancel the last hit, I don't think, but it does look really cool. And what's it like on block? Please tell me it's plus. It's -7, so still safe, but just barely, and there might be a gap there somewhere too. Keep in mind, some strings have gaps for flawless block, or maybe the opponent can armor through the gap with a special move. Next up is Saibot Blast. Ooh, I like this string because it does not require a clone. So if he's busy doing something, you can still do Saibot Blast. I love that. Oh, and also this string starts off with a mid that has some really good range on it. It's kind of slow at 14 frames, but a mid that goes this far is still really strong. But then we have Evil Twin. Oh, it's not working. Does this string require Embrace Chaos? Ooh, let's see. Yes, you must have Embrace Chaos and the clone. Interesting. Let's pop it. No portal, but it is a new string. That's interesting. I was kind of expecting a portal, but you don't get the portal. Next up is Shadow Palm. Awesome string. Third hit is special cancelable. In fact, this is one of my favorite combo starters so far in the game. It's just really good. However, what's it like on block? -7, so still safe, but barely so. Next up is Shadow Crush. I love this string. It knocks the opponent into the air. You can't special cancel it, but you can move afterwards. So maybe like a teleport, for example. Check that out. Really cool. And then in the corner, you can just walk forward and do some really cool stuff, like the spin kick loop that you saw earlier in the video. Goofy stuff like that. Then we have Sneaky Saibot, a low attack that does not require a clone. That's a big deal. You can do stuff like this. Really, really cool. Next up is Reincarnation. It starts off with a low and a fast low at 12 frames. That might be better than his mid. Yeah, this is the move you want to do to challenge people. 12 frames is fast for a non-high attack. Can I special cancel that last hit? I cannot. That would have been so sick if I could, but this still combos, so you can still do some cool stuff. You can still dash forward and do things. Oh yeah, 100%. So Reincarnation, really good string. What's the last hit like on block? Yo, completely safe at -7. There's more strings that we couldn't fit here, so... Okay, here we go. Shadow Catapult. Oh yeah, I love this string because the second hit is an overhead and can be special canceled, so that's really strong. You can do stuff like this. That's really, really good. Or replace it with a low special move. That's so good. Is the final hit special cancelable? I don't think it is, but the good news is that cameos can follow up, and also maybe in the corner you can actually dash in for a follow-up, but mid-screen it's going to be quite difficult. Now real quick before moving on to the air strings, it's worth noting that Noob Saibot's uppercut and his sweep are very different with the clone. Here's his sweep with the clone. Really, really cool. Now without the clone, it looks a little bit different. It's just Noob Saibot by himself. And as a result, you get less damage and less style points. And then with the uppercut, oh my gosh, one of the best uppercuts in the entire game if you have the clone. If you don't, Noob Saibot just does a standard uppercut, which is not bad, but this right here might be the best down two in the entire game because he does not stand up. He stays crouching the whole time. That is remarkably strong. But alright, on to the air strings. So these actually have some dial-ins, which is going to be annoying for new players, but with enough practice, you'll get the hang of it. Okay, here is Wraith Kicks. Okay, pretty fun. I can't do anything after it. Maybe I could do like an air teleport or something. Yeah, I can do a teleport. That's sick. Very, very cool. Then we have Wraith Kicks also. Same name, but just a different ender. Wait, is that the exact same everything? Same damage, same name. I can special cancel. I wonder what the difference is. Why does he have two of the exact same move? Is this an error from NetherRealm? This is really weird. Is one of them different during like Embrace Chaos? Nope, just the same string twice. Now my personal favorite is this next one, Saibot Dervish. What does Dervish mean? But anyway, it ground bounces for a follow-up, so you can do stuff like this. And that's actually it for Noob Saibot's air strings, but don't forget he can special cancel all of these, so it's going to be great for combo ending and also combo extension too if you have the bar. Wow, and we're actually almost done. All that's left is the Fatal Blow, which I believe tracks the opponent's location, and that's really, really good when you have that. So check this out, pop Fatal Blow, and boom, it just grabs the opponent. And it's a low too, so it's going to catch some beginners off guard for the first week or so. They're not going to be ready for that mix. And keep in mind, the Noob Saibot has several strings that launch the opponent without special moves or meter, and it also combos into Fatal Blow. So yeah, decent startup and tracks the opponent's location. What more could you want in a Fatal Blow? And there you have it, everyone. All of Noob Saibot's special moves and attacks, as well as how they change if the clone is gone or if you activate Embrace Chaos. I suppose next you should check out a ton of combo videos because that's going to be the name of the game with Saibot. He's got some really crazy combos, especially with Embrace Chaos, which of course with cameos you can freeze the opponent, then activate, and then start your combos. You don't have to go for a setup. You can just combo straight into it. And the same is true for his enhanced Ghost Ball. Freeze the opponent and then activate it and then go for your combos. You get the idea. Noob Saibot definitely is complicated, but not as much as Garrus and other really absurd characters. I think with enough practice you'll get the muscle memory and learn when you can use the clone, when you can't, and it's going to become second nature before you know it. But let me know your thoughts about Noob Saibot in the comments down below. I love making these videos interactive, so grab that keyboard and make your voices heard. Overall, I think he's fantastic, but definitely very complicated. So hopefully my breakdown made things a bit easier to understand. If it did, please leave a like down below. It helps my channel out a ton, and then if you haven't already, subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss any future videos. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, embrace chaos.